morning. It is exactly 8 a.m. for the top stories of the news hour at NCI TV with me, Brenda Akankwasa. The National Identification Registration Authority, NIRA, has set June 2024 as the official day for commencement of registering Ugandans in need of renewing their expired identity cards. This was revealed by Rosemary Kisembo, the Executive Director of NIRA, during the press briefing on Monday, 26 February this year at the police headquarters in Naguru. She says the registration exercise for all Ugandans who wish to renew their IDs, plus those who lost them. She added that there will be a provision for an online registration for those living in diaspora. This exercise will create about 11,000 temporary job opportunities for registration assistants and data processors. However, one to qualify must be a native of the area, well conversant with the local language, with at least a USCE certificate, among other qualifications. In addition to the existing biometric features, Kisembo said that the IDs will be availed with new biometric features of an iris recognition to make it more appealing and unique. In the second story, the 2024 Media Challenge Fellowship officially started on Wednesday, 28th February this year with 26 best students from 11 universities across the country coming together to take part in the year's program. Anna Reinsman, the country director of CAS Uganda and South Sudan, while speaking to the fellows during their first session, reminded them that journalism will live up to its fourth estate name. They need to live up to its fourth estate name. They need to have legitimacy in stories they tell. She added that the media doesn't create policies, but rather it creates awareness to the existing policies. Tabu Butagira, the managing editor, Nation Media Group Uganda, re-echoed this by saying that this is one of the reasons why some journalists do not work with contracts and some are underpaid. He added that securing the future of journalism starts with building the credible next generation of journalists. Today is the second day of the Media Challenge Fellowship, which is ongoing at Makerere Chikoni Jeffrey Hostel. Sandra, can you please shed us a picture on what is happening right now?
Thank you so much, Brenda. My name is Sandra Aguiko, and I am here at Makerere Chikoni at Jeffrey Hotel, where the fellowship is happening. Today marks the second day of the fellowship, and the fellows are actually excited because you can see the smiles on their faces. With me here, I have one of the fellows. Hello.
Hi.
Briefly tell us your name.
My name is Divine Masinalwanga from Uganda Matters University in Kozi.
So yesterday was the first day of the fellowship, and it seemed tense and exciting at the same time, basing on the information that we have gathered. So what was your take home from yesterday?
Yesterday was a very enlightening day, and my take home was that for us to know what the future of journalism is, we have to first understand what the past was, understand what the present is, the one that we're living in, so that we can predict the future. That can help us to set the trends and see how we can better journalism.
The fellowship is building the next generation of journalists, and you are probably among them. What is your goal for the fellowship and definitely after the fellowship?
My goal for the fellowship, I am here to learn all that is there to be learned. So I'm here to attend all the sessions, get all the skills that I can, and gain from it.
Thank you so much, Divine. As we commence and continue with the fellowship, we shall keep you updated. Back to you, Brenda, at the command center.
Thank you so much, Sandra Aguiko. This marks the end of the MCI News. My name is Brenda Akankwasa. Winter Walter and Kim and Kim Morgan Wagaba are eagerly waiting to usher us into the morning link. Have a good day.
Good morning, you all come aboard MCI TV. My name is Moses Morgan Wagaba. This is the Morning Link. We are proudly sponsored by Conrad Adeno Stiftung, Sigo Family Foundation, DW Academy, MCI, and of course, UNESCO. Joining me today is Awana Walter. Yes, Walter.
Yes, I'm Winter Walter Muganzi, and follow the conversation on social media using the hashtag Media Fellowship UG on all our social media platforms. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yes, and of course, that is it. That is basically what is happening. But good morning from wherever you are watching us from. Well, Winter, you did hear in our bulletin that Brenda just read the Media Challenge started. That is our conversation today.
Oh, yes, the Media Challenge Fellowship Program has been going on for 8 years now, and it has really brought a lot of students, to the limelight through all its programs, the National Newsroom Contest, the Expo, and now, of course, the Fellowship. And yesterday, the students had talks from the CAS country director as well as the managing editor of NMG. Yeah,
Mr. Tabo, and well, there are so many things that made highlights yesterday, but the best thing that stood out for me personally was that journalism is not actually but like practically the fourth estate. What do you make of that?
Yes, Anna Risman was talking about how journalists have to earn their legitimacy. Just because you're called the fourth estate doesn't mean that, that's the end. You have to earn the right to be called that name. And I think that was my biggest take from her talk.
Well, that being his biggest take from that particular talk, do follow the conversation still on our X, that is formerly Twitter, Facebook, and of course Instagram plus TikTok. Tell us what you think about journalism being the fourth estate, but still on the same conversation, Mr. Tabo. The realities shared about journalism.
Oh, Mr. Tabo had the fellows, shaking by the end of his discussion. But he was talking about the future of journalism and how there is no future of journalism without future journalists, and that is what MCI is trying to do. Create credible journalists for the next generation.
Some two fellows actually made it last minute into the fellowship. Talk about faith.
Oh yeah, I think it's just believing, You have to believe till the end and you'll be able to make it. And I'm so happy for them. They came in at the last minute, but I'm sure they'll do very well.
Well, we wish you all the best at the MCI Fellowship. But as we wrap up this particular Morning Link show, man, sports. Talk a little bit about sports.
Oh, yes, we had the FA Cup. The FA Cup going on, the fourth round this week. And making the headlines, as usual, is Haaland. He scored 5 goals against Luton. Talking about him, we now sound like broken records, because he does it every weekend, every day. And, he's now the star of the show.
Well, that is it from the world of sports. But as we do wind up and close, do remember that those that were born on the 29th, it is a leap year.
It is a leap year, so being born on 29th is
it is a very big thing. It is a very big
once
deal.
In 4 years, so yeah.
Well, you were born with a celebrity footballer, and that is none other than Ferran Torres. He was a Manchester City player and now plays for the Catalonia Giants, the Barcelona.
Oh yes, he made a 55 million euro move to Barcelona. His time at Man City wasn't the best, but he's a very good player. Represents Spain at the international level. So yeah, happy birthday to all those that share with Ferran Torres.
Yes, and that exactly brings us to the end and wrap up of our show, The Morning Link. See you tomorrow when you see us, same time, same energy, same conversations. Bye-bye.